Hi there. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about identity. Now, identity is honestly shaped by our position in relation to whiteness or in relation to dominance, really. Being white is not just a facet of individuality. It's not simply a feature of identity. It's value laden. Notions of race, of class, of gender, of sexual orientation, they're all only determinative of our identities because of their value being measured against the relation to the dominant white upper class heterosexual male. The dominant model is the normalizing one, and we recognize, or in most instances fail to recognize, ourselves in that image. So this is a call to educators. As educators, I feel that we must deconstruct whiteness as a normalizing mechanism. And the way that we do that is by disassociating whiteness from the benchmark of identity. So the way that this is done, again, it ties back to social difference. We have to embrace difference. And this will transform the supremacy of whiteness into another branch of existence, where a white identity is simply a genetic identifier and not a position of power. Now, where I really see this becoming a challenge, of course, is the identity building that we are doing in schools. Because in schools, children only come to know of themselves in relation to the others and what they're not. For example, if we're lucky enough to be born into privilege, then we do identify ourselves by what we are. But then all others in this model of deficiency define themselves by what they are not. And this binary of white and non-white, of rich and poor, of heterosexual and homosexual, of male and female are given value. And really, this underscores how we determine and how others determine our worth. These categories of difference are not embraced. Instead, they create divides that give us a sense for what is inferior, what is superior, and naturalize classifications of dominance. They also naturalize who is excluded. They naturalize who is subordinated. And they other difference. So educators have to disrupt this symbiotic binarism by facilitating the decentering of whiteness. So again, recognizing difference is not a bad thing. Where it becomes value laden is when we juxtapose our difference with whiteness and ascribe it value based on if it is or isn't and how close it is to that whiteness. So I just wanted to call your attention to the fact that as educators, we need to take on that decentering role. So thank you very much for listening.